Hey all my quilting friends, welcome back to KK's Quilt Studio. This is Marilyn. Hey, I want to talk to you about something that just came out yesterday called ProStitcher Designer. Well, this name sounds familiar, doesn't it? It's brought to us by the same people who created ProStitcher Premium, our HandiQuilter friends. And ProStitcher Premium, of course, drives our long arm computerized machines. But this is new software designed to work in conjunction with ProStitcher Premium, and it will now create quilting designs or maybe modify designs that you already have in order to work with ProStitcher Premium. Now, it's been rumored for a number of months that HandiQuilter was up to something, and we knew that something was coming in the new year, and here it has arrived on our doorstep. If you go to ProStitcher.com, you can find out about this new program, about how you can make it yours. They do have a special offer going on right now where you can purchase it at a reduced rate. And you maybe some of you may be asking, well, what about Art and Stitch? Doesn't that do the same thing? Art and Stitch hasn't gone anywhere, but it is owned by a separate company. It is separate from HandiQuilter. And this was a program that HandiQuilter wanted to bring to the market in order to have their own design program. So I'm going to talk today a little bit about the program. It is similar to Art and Stitch, but different in many ways also. So we are going to open up and take a look at the program and see what it's all about. If you're interested in any other questions or have questions, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can always contact me via email at KKsews@KKsQuiltStudio.com. I do have a Facebook group called the Digital Quilting Fuze, a message board called groups.io. That is the web address, groups.io. No .com, no .org, just .io. And if you'll do a search for the DigitalQuiltingBee, you can join our message group there if you don't do Facebook. I also have a website called KKsQuiltStudio.com, and you can find more information about me and my teaching online classes anytime. So let's get started and move on over to our software. After you've purchased the ProStitcher Designer from the ProStitcher website and registered and opened the software, you'll find all the instructions at the ProStitcher.com website. This is what the program is going to look like when you open it up. You get this main screen and choice of creating a new design or open a design that you already have digitized, open a recently used, what's new if you're looking for any updates that are coming out, and I assume within the course of the next year they will have one or two updates. And you can also download the user's manual at time of purchase or access the user's manual from here online. Let's create a new design and go into the program itself. You see down here we have a new design page called Design 1. If you want to open a new design, simply click New. Also, if you want to open an existing design, you go here. So very similar layout, typical Windows computer fashion. You have your tab menus across the top and your ribbon of choices across here. We are on the Home tab, so these are our choices from the Home tab, these choices along the ribbon. You'll see that this is very similar to ProStitcher Premium, how it's set up. If we access the Tools menu, you'll see in here some familiar things. If you've seen any of my videos on Art and Stitch or are familiar with digitizing software, be it quilting and or embroidery software, these are some similar tools you use to create an actual digitized design. So here we have our drawing menu with several of the tools: pencil, line, curve, Bezier, and the 3-point arc. Or you can import pre-designated artwork shapes. You'll see that several are available. You can add notes to your design. You'll see right now, because we have nothing on our workspace on the board, that notes area is up, and you can type in, if you bring in a design that you already own, or you've purchased from somewhere, you can enter the designer's notes in here and the changes you've made to that design, or you can put your own notes in here if this is a creation that you're going to be creating. And we have text, auto-digitizing, duplication, echo quilting. Some of these are some very familiar to you, as well as opening a backdrop tool if you want to trace a picture that you found on the internet. There are some artwork pieces that are already designed. Let's go into here, and I'm going to select this balloon. Go ahead and open it, and you'll see that it brought the art into my workspace, and I'm scrolling back on my mouse with the scroll key to kind of back out on that so I can take a look at that. And this is a piece of artwork that we can convert into a design. What we want to do is activate one of our drawing tools, and then the magic wand will activate. So then we can take that magic wand and trace around it. We could also, if we wanted to use one of the drawing tools, draw around it. So I'm going to tap on these two pieces of artwork and then go back to my select tools. You see these tools here on the side also look familiar. Your select, your reshape, zoom, pan, and a measure tool. So I'm going to select. I'm going to select both of these designs and move it to the side. You'll see there I've created some art outline. If I go to the reshape tool, you'll see that I have nodes. You're familiar with these stitching nodes, and this piece here. So these are two separate pieces of artwork. They're not connected, but you can connect them and get them to stitch together. If I would like to create a stitchable design, I'm going to go to the preview menu. Again, I'm going to select, let's go back to the select tool and select the balloon and the string, and then I'm going to apply stitches and then get a stitch out, and you'll see there my design stitched out. I have a jump stitch. I can go back to my reshape tool. Let's go back to that balloon and let's move our start point. You'll see that I have it selected. My little arrow has the green dot applied. That's how I know what part of the start and stop points I have. And then let's grab, now it turns red, grab the stop. I'm going to move those down to the bottom of the design so that I don't have the jump stitches. And again, I'm going to go back to the stitch out and replay that. And now my design's stitched together. I don't have that giant jump stitch. So those are some fun features. Let's also look in View. I can click on the interlocking design and it will display a repeat of that balloon. If I can zoom back out, you'll see that there are very light repeats of that balloon. This is my original design. Check the settings folder. I'm not going to go into too many of these, but just give you a peek preview of what is involved or what comes with the software system. Of course, we have our sequence view over here. Lots of information. I go back to tools, and let's actually go back to home, start a new file. I did some designs, some playing out or playing with the program. You can now import areas. That was something that you couldn't bring in from Art and Stitch. When you designated an area, you couldn't save that as a stitchable design. So now we have some areas already installed that come with the program that you can work with. And I chose that pinwheel. Let's go there. And then let's go to our tools menu. And let's do some of that fun echo quilting. I can make a outline on the inside or on the outside. I can set my distance as to how far I want them apart. Say I want a 1/4 inch, we'll change that. I want to join repeats. If I check remove selection, that will get rid of the area. I'm going to leave that for now. And I want a geometric echo on the outside. And I'm going to do about 5 repeats. Okay, there's my design. And next I would just go to the modify screen, assign stitches, to play with that. But we're going to play around with this a little bit more. Now that I've echoed the design, let's right click and let's convert to, and we're going to select complex fill. Wait a couple minutes, and then over here in our panel we're going to change that to a stippling effect and then click apply. You can use it with a fill line, or you can change this to a stipple. Give it a couple minutes. There we have a totally new design created from the area, and we can take this over to Art and Stitch or to ProStitcher Premium, send it to the machine and stitch it out. So you may have some more questions about it. I'd be happy to answer them, and we'll be playing with this a little bit more in the future. I probably will be coming up with some classes as to how this all works. You are welcome to contact me, as I said, by email or through my website. I'll be happy to help you, and I hope you have a great day and happy stitching. Thanks again for joining me. Bye for now.